Number one, he guilts you into stuff. He guilts you into having sex a certain way. He guilts you into doing this or doing that. The truth is, that's an emotional form of manipulation. Number two, they isolate you from your friends and from your family. What they're doing is trying to create codependency, a dependency on them. And they reduce your social interaction with other people. Number three, they frequently criticize you. This is called negging. And what they do, they systematically attempt to break down your self-esteem by saying, oh, your hair, it's not that cute. If I were you, I would have gotten another hair. Number four, they are superficially charming. They might love you one day, love bomb you, buy you gifts, and then the next day talk to you like your dog, talk shit to you like you just like, and you're wondering, wait a minute, is this the same person who wined and dined me? It's almost y'all symptoms of what a narcissist does. And what that does is it keeps you off balance. It keeps you wondering, keeps you wanting to make them happy. It's a form of control. Number five, they threaten you. If you don't give me sex, I'm going to go find someone else. If you don't do this, someone else wants me. And they keep threatening to break up with you or they may threaten a lot of different things. I'm going out with the boys and we're going to do this. But remember, it's a form of control.
10 signs that you have a controlling boyfriend. Number one, he gets easily triggered at everything you do. It is not normal for your partner to be getting mad at tiny, minor inconveniences. Number two, they tell you that you can't wear certain things. This is your body. You're allowed to wear whatever the fuck you want to wear, and nobody should be telling you what you can't wear. And small comments like, are you really wearing that out, also apply. Number three, they don't allow you to go out with your friends. If they say, oh, you can go, but I'm going to be mad, controlling. You should be able to go wherever the hell you want, whether that's a club, a bar, a party. None of that should make a difference if they trust you and aren't controlling. Number four, when they say things like, I'm not controlling, these are just my boundaries. Boundaries are supposed to be equal and mutual. They're not supposed to be one-sided. An example of a decent boundary is, hey, can you text me updates? An example of a controlling request is don't wear mini skirts. Number five, they want to isolate you. Meaning they try to keep you away from your friends and family and get annoyed when you go and try to hang out with people. Number six, they make you feel guilty about totally unnecessary things. Your mental health should not be worse in your relationship than before your relationship. If you're struggling with internal guilt or self-worth, that is a sign that you're in a controlling relationship. Number seven, they get upset when you post pictures. They try saying that you're doing it for attention. Number eight, he threatens to break up with you and gaslights you if you disobey him. Number nine, he's hypocritical. He's allowed to do things that you're not allowed to do. For example, you're not allowed to go out with your girlfriends. However, he's at the bar every Tuesday with his guy friends. Or another example is you're not allowed to post bikini pictures, yet he's out here liking and viewing bikini pictures constantly. And number 10, he isn't supportive of your successes. He's worried about you leveling up in your career or academic career because he knows you're already too good for him. Getting out of a controlling relationship is way easier said than done. You guys can always reach out to me on Instagram and I will totally help you and support you. And this is the final makeup look. Love you guys.
New little series called Red Flags I Ignored. Ladies, if he's gonna tell you how to dress, leave him. If he's all like, you're looking for attention, who are you showing your body for? Why would you wear your jacket like that? It's not even on. Because it's fucking cute, little boy. Like, if I was in his house, like, this is how he would expect me to wear it. In fact, he would actually zip up my jackets to look like this. Like this. This little boy had every issue with my clothes, and I let that control how I dress, and literally was dressing like a potato sack. Skirts, they're no-go. They're not appropriate. God forbid I had to wear a backless dress for a wedding. Not appropriate. He literally would pick fights with me over what kind of bra I was wearing, whether nipple covers, sticky bras, strapless bras, bras were real bras. And I am very much pro free the nipples. And this man was not. My girlies, they were not free for like 2 years. All the fighting made me just feel like I never wanted to dress up anyway, because why? Why even put in the effort to not even get a compliment but a fight instead. Girly Pops, we are only young and hot for so long. These girlies are only sitting up here for a couple more years, so do not hide them. In fact, free them.
6 signs you have a controlling boyfriend. He always blames you for everything, even when you didn't do anything wrong. He's extremely jealous. He never likes it when you have fun without him. He always makes you feel bad about yourself. He's never wrong, but in his eyes, you always are. He always guilt trips you and makes you feel guilty.
Signs your boyfriend is controlling. He tries to isolate you from your friends and family. Whenever you want to hang out with someone else, he gets angry. In the beginning of a relationship, he's probably not going to show that he's angry, and he's going to try to play it off in a cute way and say, oh, I'm gonna miss you. Do you really have to go? We could spend time together. You know, to try to change your mind for hanging out with someone else. A second sign is that he tries to keep tabs on you. He might ask you things like, where are you going? Who are you going with? What time? When are you coming home? He's just always trying to know your every single move. If you don't answer right away, they might start an argument and make a big deal. It's just a whole lot. A third sign is if they try to control what you're wearing. They might try to make you change. They might say things like, are you really wearing that out? What are you wearing? Try to make you feel like you're doing something wrong when you're not.
Ladies, if you're very early on in the dating stages with a man, and he's always asking you where you're at, what you're doing, at first it may seem kind of cute, like, wow, he's really interested in my life. But just be careful, because what I've noticed is these kind of men tend to be insecure. And they want to know what you're up to because they want to control you. A man that doesn't understand that you have your own life, a separate life, and then he should have his own separate life, especially the very beginning of courtship or getting to know someone, and doesn't respect your boundaries is already a red flag. If you're not even in a committed relationship or you haven't known this person that long, what business is it of his or anyone's exactly where you are at all times and exactly what you're doing? I would certainly be concerned if a stranger, especially one you met on the internet or just a stranger you met out and about, started trying to keep tabs on you. And maybe it seems romantic to some, but I don't think that it's a very good sign.
How to tell if someone is trying to control you. Tips from psychologists. In many situations, people can mistake someone's control for caring about them. Don't confuse the two. Here are the main signs that someone is controlling you. Number 1, they micromanage you excessively. If it's your boss at work, for example, they'll be micromanaging even the smallest tasks. If it's a friend, family member or partner, they'll be overly interfering, trying to manage every aspect of your life. Number 2, they constantly criticize you. They often criticize your work, decisions, choices, and actions. They frame it as helping you, while in reality they just want to gain control by undermining your confidence. Number 3, they limit your growth because they are afraid you'll move on and go beyond their influence. A controlling partner might judge you or stop you from pursuing a new career or a new hobby, for example. Or a controlling boss might prevent you from getting a promotion or even networking with other colleagues. And number 4, they disrespect your boundaries by ignoring them or by making you feel guilty for setting them at the first place. Example, a controlling boss might push you to work more without respecting your work-life balance. Or a controlling friend or partner might constantly need your attention, leaving almost no room for you to focus on your own needs and interests. Someone who truly cares about you will respect your boundaries and your freedom, while someone controlling you, usually they only care about themselves. I'll be posting another video on how to deal with such people. Follow me for more social psychology tips.
All right, folks, this is the very first time I'm wearing this fluorescent blue hoodie. Let's get into the difference between controlling and caring. This is going to be a real interesting one right here. Make sure to stay tuned. All right. Controlling is always rooted in a fear of loss, whereas caring is always rooted from an overflow of love. Controlling is always based in insecurity, whereas caring is rooted in compassion. Controlling, well, that's self-serving every time, but it serves nobody. Whereas caring, that serves everybody. Controlling is always needy for validation, whereas caring, well, that's self-validating. And controlling, that's that clingy energy. We ain't got time for that. And caring, that's that freedom-based energy. You dig?